Al Hilal knocks Manchester City out of the Club World Cup. Fluminense and Inter's disastrous season. Lionel Messi wants to return to European football. Mbappe is back, and the transfer window is heating up. This is Football News Tribuna, and we are getting started. Al Hilal pulled off a major shock by beating Manchester City 4-3 in the round of 16 of the Club World Cup. We would have loved to have continued. Pep Guardiola said, "You are here only once every 4 years. We had a feeling that the team is doing well, but we go home, and now it's time to rest. And rest our minds for the new season." And of course, the internet is already flooded with memes about the City boss. Fluminense beat Inter 2-0, and now 40-year-old Thiago Silva has the chance to reach the semifinals, as the Brazilian side will face Al Hilal in the quarterfinals. After the match, Lautaro Martinez's comment made headlines. Whoever doesn't want to fight for Inter should leave. Inter president Giuseppe Marotta didn't shy away from clarifying who Lautaro meant. Lautaro's message on players who don't want to stay? He didn't say, but I'll say that. It was for Hakan Çalhanoğlu. We will speak with Hakan. If there will be conditions to part ways, we will do it with zero problems. Inter's season ends in scandal and failure at the Club World Cup. The Milan club had all the chances to win both Serie A and the Champions League, but in the end, they lost their head coach Simone Inzaghi, who is now managing Al Hilal, and appointed the inexperienced Cristian Chivu, who had only worked with Inter's youth teams before. The upcoming season will be a real challenge for the 2024-25 UCL finalists. Now let's move on to a huge update on Lionel Messi. Argentine journalist Esteban Edul reports that the Inter Miami forward is considering playing in a more competitive league for 6 months ahead of the 2026 World Cup. Let's not forget, Messi's current deal with David Beckham's club runs out at the end of this year, and negotiations over a new contract have reportedly stalled. Fabrizio Romano gave a fresh update. Inter Miami club sources position on Leo Messi's future. Leo is under contract until the end of 2025. The reality is that both parties are interested in continuing the relationship. The necessary steps are being taken with the right mindset to make it happen. But the situation is deeper than it seems. Messi is reportedly delaying the extension because he wants a loan spell at Barcelona during the second half of the 2025-26 season. A move meant to prepare him in the best possible way for the 2026 World Cup. The new deal until 2026 or even 2027 would depend on this condition. Another scenario is also back on the table. Team Talk reports that Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF, has reopened verbal talks with Messi about a potential free move after his Inter Miami contract expires in December 2026. Discussions are still at an early stage. The focus now is on gauging Messi's interest before deciding which club would go after him: Al Hilal, Al Nassr, Al Ittihad, or Al Ahly. There is even a real chance that Messi could play alongside Cristiano Ronaldo in the same team during the twilight of their careers. And let's be honest, the Saudi Pro League is currently a stronger league than MLS, as the Club World Cup clearly demonstrated. Saudi Football Federation President Yasser Al-Misahal, hope I pronounced it correctly. By the way, feel free to let me know in the comments if I mispronounced someone's name during this video. Let's make the content of this channel better together. So, Saudi Football Federation President publicly confirmed their interest in signing Messi, saying that bringing him in would complete the great leap made by Cristiano Ronaldo. But Al Nassr are not the frontrunners to land Leo. According to Gulf News, Al Hilal president Fahad bin Nafel has already traveled to the US to meet with Messi's father and agent Jorge Messi, signaling a very serious attempt to close the deal. If he accepts, Lionel Messi could become unimaginably wealthy. Earlier reports suggested offers ranging from 220 million euros to a jaw-dropping 600 million euros per year, underlining just how far Saudi clubs are willing to go to attract global icons. And now to the rest of the news. Kylian Mbappe is close to making his FIFA Club World Cup debut in Real Madrid's round of 16 clash against Juventus, with coach Xabi Alonso saying there is a big possibility the forward will be fit to play. Mbappe missed all three of Madrid's group stage matches against Al Hilal, Pachuca and RB Salzburg after being diagnosed with acute gastroenteritis just before the tournament began. He even lost 5 kilograms during the illness. Stuttgart have signed Barcelona's attacking midfielder Noah Darmic, who is considered one of the brightest German talents of the new generation. Marc Guéhi is now Liverpool's top target. The club is in the final stages of negotiations with the 24-year-old defender, reports Florian Plettenberg. The candidates to host the 2029 FIFA Club World Cup are Brazil, Qatar, Morocco and Spain. If Qatar is chosen, the tournament will once again be moved to the winter period, The Guardian reports. Fenerbahce have reached a full agreement with Al Nassr for the transfer of John Duran, reports Santiauna. The Colombian forward spent just half a year in Saudi Arabia. Marcus Rashford is officially back at Manchester United. Aston Villa decided not to activate the buyout option, which was set at £40 million. Tottenham have a genuine interest in Mohamed Kudus, and he's high on their summer list, according to Matt Law. Initial contacts have already taken place with his new agents and other clubs also involved. Journalist Guillermo Rai reports that sources close to Rodrigo were unhappy with his playing time during the early matches of the Club World Cup. The arrival of Mastantuono could further reduce Rodrigo's role. Arsenal continue to monitor the Brazilian situation at Real Madrid closely. Tammy Abraham is moving from Rome to Besiktas. The transfer fee is €20 million. John Textor has officially resigned from all executive roles at Lyon, including his position on the club's board. Emiliano Martinez is set to leave Aston Villa, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. He was recently offered to Chelsea, but the goalkeeper prefers a move to Manchester United. Arsenal are in contact with the representatives of Eberechi Eze. The Gunners are already familiar with the terms of a potential deal with the Crystal Palace star, and negotiations are ongoing. So that's all the news for today, friends. Subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the most exciting stories from the world of top football. And don't forget to leave a like. It was Football News Tribuna. See you in a bit.